The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Now Goff on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Here's Goff. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
It's 2nd and 8.
Concentrato.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Chambers. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Yeah.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Chambers. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Gibson is in. Touchdown, Washington. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Prater for the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get ready. Show it up. Show it up. 11. Value 3.
Go off a handoff here to Swift.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Value 3.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
552. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check 52.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. but what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Super one, super one. 46. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
No! No, con la palla deviata! Con la palla deviata gliel'aveva messo in mano. Ma
yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
che fortuna.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Right 52, right 52. I got you. I got you. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 50. Check 50.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Tighten up. Check 26, check 26.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. 76. They'll try it now with Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hold on. Check.
Here's Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On 2nd down, Swift. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch out. 52.
Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown.
Sono 5-2. Vabbè.
DeAndre Swift. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager.
No!
It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the return this time.
Perché mi sei andato davanti? Non lo devi lanciare là.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 39, Goff. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Goff on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. It's Dante Pettis. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Swift.
Quando cacchio passa questo?
Into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
Definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's going to try and go deep again. And got his man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First down, Washington.
The final shot before break. Chambers. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the
No! No, ce l'aveva in mano. Ma Dio santo.
Here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah,
ma guarda Teo.
To make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Devin McCourty brings him down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa.
No, m'ha preso.
Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Romeo Okwara. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass
No, incompleto su McLaurin. Ma è incredibile.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
E andiamo.
Return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Chambers.
Bravo. Preso bene. Va bene.
Romeo Okwara able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15.
E da Smith. Porca miseria.
And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
Ma guarda, te stava a scappare.
Jonathan Allen, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Goff now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Buying time to his left.
No, è fallo, fallo. Non c'è davanti.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away.
Sono tornato indietro.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Once more, Gibson.
And he got blown up.
Mazza come passa.
Yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Chambers. And it's going to be incomplete.
Come incompleto? Ma come?
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Ma no, era buona. Era buona, porca miseria.
As they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
And a fair catch called for and made at
Ma era buona, era. Io ho pure messo la cosa.
No return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own
forza.
territory. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close,
sempre lì.
you gotta feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
L'avevo letta benissimo.
And affect their play.
2nd down and 4.
One quarter
Ma
remains for a
guardate.
trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Check 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Check 52.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
72 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Coming to you. 52's the light. Hey, come kill. Check 13. Check 13.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
180. 52's the light. Hey, come kill. I got you, sir. 52's the light. 52.
Back to throw. Goff. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Chase Young
able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Throwing on first down, Chambers. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down. It's Gibson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking to throw on second down. Chambers. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Chambers slings this deep from McLaurin. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Chambers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll look to throw again. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
Ed è primo down.
First down as he's up to the 48. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Handoff for Gibson.
And he stopped immediately there.
Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Fights loose. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Prater's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
No.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Goff now to throw. Eluding, and he can't.
E andiamo!
He's taken down. Chase Young in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete.
Say! Say! Say!
As we say,
Say!
thanks for watching.